Yo, what is up guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. Welcome back yet again everybody. We're back with another video review, one more before I head to work. And this is a fragrance review that a lot of you guys have been wanting me to do for a minute now, and I totally understand, especially after testing this fragrance for like a couple days. Now I know why you guys wanted me to do it. Now before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Your subscription, watching, liking, watching the ads, those are really key to supporting the channel. This is the same type of income that I use for buying the samples that you guys request. So please continue to support the channel by liking and subscribing to these videos. Now today is a big one. We're going to review a fragrance, the 2022 fragrance from Boadicea the Victorious, guys. And Boadicea the Victorious is one of my favorite brands. Like, it is dear to my heart. I love Boadicea the Victorious. They have released a lot of really great perfumes, from Dasman to Carbon Sapphire to Valiant, and there are others that I have here that you guys are saying are awesome too, like Aurica, Torero, and Legend. And I'm still in the testing phase for those fragrances. Do not worry, I will be talking about them soon. Now this fragrance I'm going to review today is a big one, because this one comes from the Zodiac Year Collection, or if that's what we're going to call it, the Zodiac Year Collection, astrological year collection of Boadicea the Victorious. And that lineup is actually pretty legit. So last year they had the Year of the Ox and they released Torero, and the year before that was Aurica. It was for the Year of the Rat, and I believe before that was Hanuman for the Year of the Monkey. This year obviously is the Year of the Tiger, and they didn't have to like add a different word. They just had to slap on a tiger plaque on that bottle and call it simply Tiger, guys. All right, so this is the fragrance right here, Boadicea the Victorious Tiger, guys. All right, and of course I would say arguably this is one of the best looking bottles of Boadicea the Victorious. Like, when I saw this bottle, I was like, oh damn, like people are gonna get suckered into buying this easily because of the bottle design, because of the tiger character of this fragrance. And that's the thing about Boadicea Victorious. They have done so many great fragrances, and most of them are on, you know, like the higher end line, that when Boadicea the Victorious decides to get gimmicky, all right, and what I mean by that is they start releasing these exclusives and consequently jack up the price, I already know people are gonna eat this up. So they had like the Michelin stars Boadicea the release, which is like a super exclusive. People were eating that up. There's like a Russia exclusive that came out recently that I'm sure a lot of people have no access to, and people are eating that up, and people are paying those high prices to get these exclusives. And when Tiger came out, I was just like, man, everybody in the Boadicea collector sphere is probably checking their bank balance, checking their checkbooks, their credit card balances to see if they can purchase this bad boy, because it looks pretty. Now the thing about this fragrance is that it is very expensive, guys. All right, it's 900 British pounds. Oh my goodness, that's over, I think, 1100 or 1200 US dollars if I'm right. And because of that, I mean, that's kind of like a tough blind buy, guys. I mean, just imagine with the economy right now, the rising gas prices. I mean, $1,200 just out of the blue, you're doing a blind buy with $1,200. To me, that was just like too much of a risk. And I know though that because it's Boadicea and they know their crowd, they know their collectors, they know people are gonna do this. They are going to drop $1,200 blind on this beautiful tiger bottle. Now what was my strategy? My strategy was to just wait. I was just gonna wait, okay, because I'm not gonna drop like, you know, $1,200 blindly, especially at, you know, this moment in time. So what I did was wait. There were some people that actually bit, they bought it, they got the whole bottle, and they were like, damn, this is the greatest looking bottle in Boadicea. But you know, not many reviews, guys. All right, not many reviews, not many people really talking about what the smell was like. Now recently I had been checking the website of my friend Alan at Beverly Hills Perfumery, which is pretty much the only spot, or one of the very few spots in the US where you can actually get Boadicea the Victorious, like legit bottles and samples, and I was just like, oh shoot, I saw the Tiger perfume, and I was just like, oh man, this is it. He got it. So I mean, without a doubt, I purchased it immediately, and Alan shipped it very fast. And I couldn't wait, right? I couldn't wait to actually try this fragrance and review it, because I had all these thoughts in mind. There was like the possible awesomeness, because, you know, it's a tiger. I mean, hey, I would choose a tiger over a rat, over an ox, over a monkey. I would choose a tiger. It's very aggressive and ferocious animal. So I was really expecting something spectacular here. Now, as this fragrance was shipped to me, one of our subscribers, his name's Joseph, actually commented on the community board. And this is what Joseph said. He said, this fragrance smells 99.5% like Bulgari Tiger. Okay, that's what he said. Okay, this must be a practical joke, because Bulgari Tiger, come on, like tiger, like you know, it must be a practical joke. This fragrance cannot smell like Bulgari Tiger, the fragrance that a lot of y'all like. I don't. I'm just like, okay, I'm okay with it. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. A lot of you guys think it's stellar, but I thought that after my reviews of Tiger, the clones, that I would never see it again. I was just like, man, I would never, you know, cross paths with Bulgari Tiger again. And then one of y'all also commented, sadly, this is true. So I was like, oh my God, are you freaking serious? Am I gonna get Bulgari Tiger with this fragrance? And here it is right now. We're gonna spray this thing right now. Man, that was expensive ass juice right there, but yes, Bulgari Tiger. Oh my goodness. I hate to say it, but it is, guys. All right, it does smell a lot like Bulgari Tiger. Oh my gosh. And I mean, this is why, like, sometimes I read y'all's feedback, sometimes I don't. But this one right here, I mean, this is not gonna be your average review, because I'm telling you right now, I don't need to really fully break this down, because I would say that this is, yeah, it's really Bulgari Tiger. And when we speak about Tiger, guys, Tiger has basically 3 elements, okay? Now, obviously in Fragrantica, you have only 3 notes as like the breakdown, but if you really look into it, if you really smell Tiger, it's definitely more than those notes on Fragrantica. But I would say that Tiger, although I'm not a big fan of Tiger, the thing about Tiger is that it has its own identity. It has its unmistakable smell that once you smell it, you're gonna be like, this is Tiger. And it's not a complicated scent. This can be copied, and that's why the clones are all about that. The clone companies are all about copying Tiger and, you know, delivering it to a lot of the masses for like $60, $40, $30. Now, when we look at Tiger, guys, the main notes are going to be your grapefruit, your ginger, and your ambroxan. Precisely like Bulgari Tiger, you're gonna get a huge amount of your grapefruit. You're gonna get a huge amount of ginger as your bridge note, and you're gonna have this mojito accord. But honestly, I mean, this mojito accord is so light that really at the end of the day, you are going to be smelling grapefruit really with this fragrance. Now, going into this tangent, because this fragrance smells strikingly close to Bulgari Tiger, you're probably wondering, like, what's the difference? Now, for me, here's the difference, guys. And if you ask me, it's not worth paying $1,000 for. But here in the beginning part, guys, as you are smelling the grapefruit, as you are smelling the ginger, there is going to be a break, okay? There's a break, and that's kind of what I was looking for with this fragrance. I mean, it smells so close to Tiger that I was expecting, like, where are the breaks? And the breaks are going to be a citrusy part here in the beginning. It's a really quick break. Maybe I would say like an hour and a half break with your bergamot, with your black currant. You have these citruses like take over just a minute before the ginger starts popping in hard again as the bridge note. So I would say that that's a nice break. That's the big difference. Like with Bulgari Tiger, you're gonna get like heaps of grapefruit. You are also gonna get a majority player grapefruit here, but there is going to be a nice citrusy break. Now also, the difference between Tiger and the clones is that I believe that the clones in Tiger, they're pretty heavy and thick when it comes to the fragrance itself. Now with this fragrance right here, Boadicea the Victorious Tiger, I feel like it's like a draw-in type of scent. I don't feel that it's an intense like drop of these Bulgari Tiger notes. It's actually very relaxing and calming. You can call it like a calming version of Bulgari Tiger, sort of like a lingering scent. But then, yeah, like I said, there are going to be some citruses in the beginning, and that's really the main difference right here. Now, the mid here, which is, I don't know, non-existent. Okay, you have mid notes here of black pepper, jasmine, and magnolia. And magnolia flowers, they do have a lemony facet as well. But I mean, really, I was searching for that too. I mean, I could smell the jasmine. But the thing is, guys, like I said, the major players of the Bulgari Tiger scent, your grapefruit and your ginger, are really powerful, guys. I mean, these are really the unmistakable notes. And even with this mid that's supposed to be there, I mean, it barely pops up. I was waiting for some peppery note to come out. I was waiting for some florals, really, but I don't know, man. I mean, ginger is going to be the king of the mid. Bridge note, mid notes, I think that it's going to be ginger, it's going to be grapefruit, no matter what. Now, headed to the base notes, we all know that ambroxan is your big note right here for Bulgari Tiger. And for Boadicea the Victorious Tiger, you have a medley of notes. However, when I checked one of these retailers of Bulgari Tiger, which had a better note breakdown, guess what? It's exactly the same. Right? It's exactly the same. And you know what, guys? Even if Boadicea Tiger has ambergris, it says ambergris right there. Trust me, guys, it ain't ambergris. I think it's still ambroxan at the end of the day, because I was waiting for that one break where you are going to get maybe some salty, natural smelling ambergris that would come out, but no, guys. I mean, it's still pretty much like ambroxan. You're gonna get an ambery, musky type of smell, and it is paired with musk, by the way, as well as, you know, your sandalwood, which also has the same counterparts over there in Bulgari Tiger. It's precisely the same, you know, because it will have your vetiver, it will have your sandalwood, it will have your slight patchouli, and of course musky and ambery is pretty much the same dry down. They just named it ambergris. But honestly, from my assessment, where's the ambergris? There's no ambergris. And don't forget that ambroxan is also a derivative from ambergris. So we don't know if they just put it out there to kind of change it, but the formula is precisely the same. It's precisely the same, guys. And I was just like, oh my God, this is Bulgari Tiger. I mean, this is ridiculous. Like, it's worse than a practical joke. You're basically doing identity theft, taking a fragrance that is already existing and popular with the same type of name, and you are gonna put it in your year of the tiger scent. I don't know, that's pretty crazy, guys. All right, I think when Boadicea thought about Tiger, they knew that people were gonna eat it up, that there was gonna be someone or a few people that would buy this. Maybe a lot of people were gonna buy this, especially those that collect expensive perfumes, and they're doing it for show too. So I mean, Tiger bottle, people were gonna eat that up. They knew it. If you look at this Hanuman, I mean, who's not gonna buy this? Right? I mean, if you're used to buying $800 Boadicea fragrances to $1,000, and you're buying the ones with a normal ash shield, and then you've got this golden monkey, these golden horses. I mean, when you get these things right here, I mean, who's not gonna buy them? Especially a Tiger, come on. So they knew that people were gonna buy it blindly. They jacked up the price. But if there's the thing that Boadicea the Victorious didn't really think about or underestimate, it's frag gum. Okay, we're gonna get a sample no matter what. Okay, either from legit sources like Beverly Hills Perfumery, or through a lot of our decanters who, you know, buy into the hype, but then they do decant the fragrance, so everybody that buys into the hype can actually safely test the fragrance without really hurting the wallet. For example, we're gonna get the Roja Apex. I think I only paid like $25 for a 5 ml. Now, when it comes to the Boadicea the Victorious marketing machine, machine. I mean, they sell retail in places where, I mean, they're money places. You know, you gotta be rich AF to be shopping in those places, namely Harrods, for example, in London, and then there's Beverly Hills Perfumery in Beverly Hills. So I think here's what they did. I think that when they stole the identity of Tiger, when they did the identity theft of a well-known perfume, I think that what they did was they put it in a bottle that is very expensive, very likable, a bottle that most of their collectors cannot say no to because of the beautiful bottle, because it's an exclusive. And I think they were just like, man, I think that a lot of these folks have not smelled Tiger or Tiger, okay? I think that that's what they thought, that a lot of people that will possibly bump into this fragrance in the retail locations, both Harrods, Beverly Hills Perfumery, I think Selfridges and other places, will not have that history, that Fragcom history of trying Bulgari Tiger. And this is pretty accurate, guys. Like, I've been in those places, Harrods, Beverly Hills Perfumery, and when I see the retail buyers, like, a lot of them have not tried, you know, the plethora of niche fragrances that we at Fragcom have already tried, okay? I'm talking about just the normal people that are walking by with money. They haven't tried any of those. And I think that that's the bait that they were trying to do. I think they were like, well, these people are going to smell Tiger and they're going to fall in love with it and they're going to pay for it. And I think that's the bet that they made. Now, mind you, this is not the first time they did this, okay? So there is a Boadicea fragrance that I tried like a few months ago, and I didn't even bother to review it because it was exactly the same. They did the same identity theft for Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian, and they put it in this bottle called Love Potion. And somebody sold me a sample for super cheap, and now I know why. Because once I smelled it, I was like, oh my god, here's another practical joke. Not only did they steal Love Don't Be Shy, but they also took the name Love and made it Love Poison. So this ain't the only time, but I mean, I think this time was a little bit too shocking for me because this is a more exclusive bottle, and it's a bit crazy that they are charging $1,200 for essentially a $200-something perfume that is also easily cloned into the $30 range. So no, I'm not gonna buy this. I mean, I'm telling you guys, don't even think about the citrusy break. It's pretty much, as our boy Joseph said, 99.5%. I would say 98% Bulgari Tiger. All right, that's what it is, guys. And I know this isn't our average review. I am supposed to break down the scents, but I mean, at this point, I think a lot of you guys have already smelled Bulgari Tiger. If you haven't, I mean, go check out the millions of reviews in Fragcom about it. If you want to sample it, go ahead, go to BHP, and it's a very affordable sample, guys. I mean, BHP is really awesome. I mean, they really do ship fast, and I did a lot of sampling with their perfumes. They have a huge restock now, or new stock rather, of all these new perfumes you guys want to know about. Performance, guys, this fragrance is, to me, long lasting, and it's also a draw-in lingering scent. Okay, so it's an aura around you. It smells nice because it's Bulgari Tiger, and it's very long lasting, and I'm talking about more than 12 to 13 hours without a doubt. Okay, I guess the difference, like I said, is that this is a much calmer version, because I've tried the clones, and the clones, they pack a lot of punch in them. So I don't know, like, do you guys want the Tiger with a lot of like impact and punch, or would you like the Tiger that's kind of calm and serene and chill, like that type of version of Tiger? Let me know in the comments below what you guys prefer. I'm sure you guys have tried the clones and or Tiger, so let me know on the comments below. All right, so that is it. That is my review on Boadicea the Victorious Tiger, guys. Oh my gosh, what a crazy fragrance. Total identity theft by Boadicea the Victorious. Whatever. All right, here it is. Good thing I only spent like $20-something on this sample. Thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. If you have any comments about this fragrance and or Boadicea the Victorious that you would like me to review, please comment below. I'll get on it. Trust me, guys, I got Orica, I got Torero, I got Legend, I got Alcaut. I still have that here in the box, so I will be trying them soon. I'm just glad this is out of the way here, okay? And thanks to Joseph for the heads up. I appreciate y'all's feedback. when you guys are telling me about these fragrances. And until then, this is Troy D. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.